Good evening. On behalf of the Lutheran Sports Association of Illinois, I would like to welcome you to St. Peter Lutheran School in Arlington Heights and to the Boys State Championship game for Illinois. We would also like to welcome our guests from around the world watching us on the internet at www.luthsports.org. Before we begin, we ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner before, during, and after this basketball game. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the school whose behavior of its players, coaches, and fans best demonstrate Christian sportsmanship. And now on to the game. First, we're going to introduce you to the guest team on the scoreboard, the Bobcats from Immanuel Lutheran School in Palatine. The Bobcats come to us with a 28-5 record. They are the champions of the St. Marcus Lutheran Tournament in Milwaukee, the St. Thomas the Apostle Tournament, the Bobcat Challenge, and the Freeport Triangular Shootout. During this tournament, they have defeated the teams from Bethany Naperville, Holy Family from Chicago, and Zion Belleville. First, let's meet the Bobcat non-starters. Number 2, Jason Harrison. Number 11, Corey Sandusky. Number 14, Michael Rosenberg. Number 21, TJ Stearns. Number 22, Wesley Hunter. Number 25, Jacob Hunter. Number 35, Bryce August. Number 42, Caleb Engelman. And number 44, Nathan Kim. And now the starters for Immanuel. At one guard, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, number 12, Ben Heiritz. At another guard, standing 6 feet 0 inches tall, number 23, Dave Budges. At another guard, 6'1", number 24, Ryan Verholst. At a forward, 6 feet 2, number 30, Rude Pierre. And at another forward, 6 feet 2, number 33, Jeremiah Hernandez. The Bobcats are coached by John Ulrich, assisted by John Ulrich Jr., Dan Heiritz, manager Ian McKinney. And now the home team on the scoreboard, the Crusaders from Lutheran Junior High School in Rockford. The Crusaders come to us with a 26-6 record. They are the champions of the Saint Shootout, the Immanuel Belvedere Winter Classic, the UW Whitewater Junior Warhawk 8th grade basketball tournament. For this tournament, they got here through Immanuel East Dundee, Immanuel Batavia, and finally beating Christ Peoria. First, the non-starters. Number 1, Cole Deppie. Number 2, Cullen Toohey. Number 10, Deep Patel. Number 11, Brock Guzzi. Number 13, Martavius Reynolds. Number 24, Zion Pryor. And number 25, Jameer Beats. And now the starters for the Crusaders. At 1 guard, 5 feet 2 inches, number 3, Kevin Rice. At another guard, 5 feet 5 inches tall, number 23, Jack Haralak. At a forward, 5 feet 7 inches tall, number 12, Zach Schultz. At another forward, 5 feet 11 inches tall, number 15, Luke Hancock. And finally, at another forward, 5 feet 8 inches tall, number 20, Maurice Williams. The Crusaders are coached by Brian Kuby, assisted by Joe Kellen, Ryan Dolan, statistician Wyatt Kuby. As we do before all of our LSA games, we would like to begin this contest in a word of prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for guiding us safely to this point in the weekend. Be with us here today during this championship game. Please bless the players and give them the strength to do their best. Also, be with the coaches, referees, officials, and fans during the course of this game. Help us all to display integrity and the highest level of Christian sportsmanship. In your name we play, amen. Let's play ball.
You're looking live at the 2015 Illinois Lutheran State Basketball Championship. I'm Ryan Roth. I'll be doing your play-by-play along with my esteemed colleague Peter Roth. And this is a rematch from 2 years ago's state championship between the number 3 ranked Immanuel Palatine Bobcats and the number 4 seeded Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran. So starting for the Bobcats, Heiritz, Budzitz, Verhulst, Pierre, and Hernandez. And for the Crusaders, Rice, Schultz, Hancock, Williams, and Haralzek. Peter, what are your keys to the game?
Really, keys to the game are going to be the start of the game for both teams. As we've seen earlier today, the team that got up to the hot start kind of faded as the game went on. So you're going to have to start hot, don't let the nerves get you, being a state championship game, and just play your game. Whoever plays their game the best will win this game.
And we're off. The Crusaders in the white tops, black bottoms. The Bobcats in the all blue. Kevin Rice to bring it up. Bobcats in their patent man-to-man defense. Working around as Schultz. Race to a wide open Williams. Williams decides to take it hard to the hole. Reverses back to Schultz. Schultz with the jumper. In and out. Rebound by number 30, Rude Pierre. And here comes the Bobcats. Jeremiah Hernandez, currently the leading scorer of the tournament, coming in about 16 points a game. Look for him to have a huge game today if the Bobcats are going to win the state championship. Verhulst takes a baseline. Nice pass down low to Pierre. Can't finish it. Hancock with the rebound. Missed opportunities on both sides here early on.
Yep, both teams have had good looks at the basket and haven't been able to convert yet. Those are shots you want, though. Keep shooting from the places you know you can make them.
Reed works around to Schultz. Schultz is also one of the leading scorers of the tournament. Comes to this game averaging 15 points a game in the tournament. 21 was his high yesterday. And as I say that, Jack Haralzek, with his first three-point basket of the game, gives the Crusaders a 3-0 lead. And right like that, the Crusaders put their full court pressure on. And on the other side, Pierre with a wide-open jumper. He can't get it. Schultz with the rebound. So good start early on for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Rockford Lutheran really likes shooting threes. They've hit 14 so far this tournament, and if you're going to give them open looks, they're going to knock them down.
Here's Hancock versus Schultz. Schultz back to Haralzek, who just made a three-pointer. Haralzek with another wide-open three, in and out, and we're going to have an over-the-back violation. That's going to be on Hancock's first, team's first, and the Bobcats will inbound the ball underneath the Crusaders' basket. The Crusaders putting the full court pressure on. It's a good early start. 3-0 is the Crusaders' lead. 4:18 to go in the first quarter. Pirates to bring it up. This is actually the third time in the last 5 years these two have played. And that a three-point basket in the corner by number 24, Ryan Verhulst. And we have a tie ball game at 3.
And you mentioned Hernandez earlier in the game being a leading scorer, but Verhulst is very capable of scoring himself, averaging 14 a game.
Nice block there by Pierre, and we're going to have a traveling violation First turnover of the game for the Crusaders. And the Bobcats looking to break the tie. 3:56 to go in the first quarter.
Looking at the stats throughout this tournament so far, Palatine's usually known as a defensive team, but their offense really came to play this weekend, averaging almost 50 a game.
Now, we'll see, Peter, the Bobcats have not been contested at all this tournament. They have not, they've won all 3 games by at least 18 points. So we'll see if that affects if the game's close down the stretch. So that foul is going to be on number 20, Maurice Williams, his first, team second. And the Bobcats inbound on the side. You know, where compared to the Crusaders, they blew out Immanuel East Dundee Friday night. But then the 2 games yesterday, they beat Batavia and Peoria Christ by a combined 4 points.
But that was Peoria's only loss on the season. So even though it's only 3, as we see Hernandez with a nice take.
Williams with the rebound, but then a steal right away, and Rude Pierre with his first basket of the game. And it gives the Bobcats a 5-3 lead now. And here's Maurice Williams. Misses Schultz there, another turnover for the Crusaders. Nice look by Williams to a cutting Budzitz, and he makes the layup. And now the Bobcats on a 7-0 lead pushes their lead to 4 now at 7-3. Now, here's Hancock with the hard shot, but he's actually getting fouled there, going up for 2. So he's going to go to the free throw line for 2. And it looks like that foul is going to be on number 30, Rude Pierre, his team's first. Luke Hancock, so far in this tournament, hasn't missed a free throw. My goal is not to jinx him here, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. And I did jinx him there. He's now 5 for 6 from the free throw line so far in this tournament. But in years past, Palatine versus Rockford Lutheran games, Palatine has slowed the game down because Rockford Lutheran likes to put up the points. So we'll see. Early on so far, it seems like the game is in Rockford Lutheran's pace. Hancock makes the second free throw. The lead's now down to 3, and right away a steal. And here comes the Crusaders. Nice pass down low to number 25, Jameer Beats, who just checking the ball game. Gets it back out to Hancock. Gets it knocked away. Verhulst coming up. Verhulst works the ball around to Heiritz. Heiritz sees Hernandez. Nice head fake with a nice runner in and out. Rebound by number 3, Kevin Rice. And the Crusaders are pushing. Zach Schultz, like I said, has come to this game with a 15-point scoring average in this tournament. He's going to have a big game today if the Crusaders are going to have a chance at winning this game. Works around, gets it back to Rice. So far, the Crusaders only 1 made field goal, and that was a heroic 3 in the first minute of the game. Here's Beats, who just checked in.
The Crusaders are having a hard time finding the openings because of the length of the Bobcats on defense, as you saw in the last possession with that Pierre block.
Yeah, Rockford Lutheran wants to run. And in this half-court game, they're going to have some issues with the Bobcat defense.
Yeah, this is definitely not the way they want to play this game. They want to get out and get as many possessions as they can in.
Here's Schultz with a hard take. Up and good. Zach Schultz with his first basket of the game. Cuts the lead down to 1 now at 7-6. And Verholtz with a strong take, and he's going to get fouled here by Harelzik. Coach Ulrich, that's what they need out of Ryan Verholtz. Taking the ball hard to the hole and getting the Crusaders in foul trouble.
Yep, having him take it to the hole, having Hernandez, as he's been doing, trying to drive, take it to the hoop. Palatine hasn't drawn many fouls this tournament, albeit they've been winning for the majority of the time they've played. This is only the 19th time the team has gone to the line so far.
In and out with the first attempt. So that was actually Ryan's first missed free throw of the tournament. Checking the ball game for the first time today is number 13, Martavius Reynolds for the Crusaders. Verholst will get a second. And he converts on the second. Verholst now with 4, extends the lead to 2 at 8-6. Reynolds will bring it up for the Crusaders. Trying to get to Schultz. Schultz has got a quick trigger. Nice head fake. Nice hard take by Schultz.
Wow.
The basket is good.
It's a heck of a finish.
Schultz with the hard take. And Hernandez unfortunately has to foul him there, so Hernandez is going to whistle for his first foul, team second. And Zach Schultz is going to go to the free throw line to put the Crusaders possibly back on top.
That was a beautiful Euro step. He took the contact, and he got it over the arms of the 6'1" Hernandez to put it in. That's a all-around great play.
Zach Schultz now with 5 points, and the Crusaders are now up 1 at 9-8.
And as we mentioned free throws before for Palatine, Rockford Lutheran is shooting 78% from the free throw line as a team this tournament. Schultz is 86%. Most of the team is above 50%. So if they get in the foul, or if Palatine gets into the bonus, that's going to be a huge benefit to Rockford Lutheran.
Checking the ball game for the first time today for the Crusaders is number 1 Cole Deppy. Budzitz wants to take it all the way to the hole, but Budzitz is going to whistle for the traveling violation. Second turnover of the game for the Bobcats. That wasn't the shot they wanted. That wasn't the play they wanted to get off there. Once you're able to break the full court pressure, the Bobcats just need to slow things down.
Just run the offense the way they have all season. Don't have to hurry or anything. It's only the first quarter. It's a 1-point game. There's no reason to rush. Just play your game.
Here's Maurice Williams with the tough take. Gets over Schultz. Back down to Beats, who gets blocked by Hernandez. Nice pass to Verhulst. Verhulst in and out. Rebound by number 20, Maurice Williams. And Maurice Williams is pushing. And Maurice Williams gets the ball knocked away. Crusaders to retain possession as they are up 1 with 48.4 seconds to go. But like I said, Peter, this game so far is definitely going the Crusaders' favor. The type of game it's been going, very up and down styles. The Bobcats have not been able to set up their offense, or even really set up their full court defense. Yeah,
and that's an advantage to the Crusaders. As long as Bobcats can get their full court defense, that's half their game right there. You see a 5-second call because of that defense. But if Rockford Lutheran can get out and run, it's going to be harder for Palatine to get back in transition, have everyone in their spots on the defense, and just Rockford Lutheran could take advantage of the weaker Palatine defense at the time.
Brock Guzzi just checking the ball game for the Crusaders, along with number 44, Nathan Kim for the Bobcats. Pierre is able to find number 23, David Budzitz, who brings it up 42 seconds to go in the first quarter of your 2015 Illinois Grade School State Championship. Here's Verhulst, who takes a nice little runner, just a little bit short. Rebound by Pierre. Nice second effort there by Pierre. First with the offensive rebound, then with the lay-in. Give the Bobcats a 1-point lead at 10-9.
Pierce had a very good first quarter on the offensive and defensive end. He's got a block. He's got 4 or 5 rebounds. He's got 4 points. Best player so far for the Bobcats.
Here's Reynolds with the tough take. Up and good. Martavius Reynolds is yet to score in the tournament, but he made his first basket, a big one, as it gives them a 1-point lead.
He picked a good time to make that first
And then
bucket.
good defense effort. Hernandez at the buzzer for 3 and a little bit short. And after 1 quarter of play, Rockford Lutheran leads Immanuel Palatine 11-10. Very, very interesting back and forth first quarter. It really hasn't been a big game of runs. It just seems to be back and forth the entire way, Peter.
Yeah, besides that Palatine 7-0 run to start the game, everything's been pretty even. It's a 1-point game. Everything is scoring-wise, rebound-wise, defense-wise. Both teams are right on par with each other. It's hard to differentiate between the two.
So the Crusaders are led by 5 points out of Zach Schultz. So again, he's gonna be key here throughout this game. If the Crusaders want to win their 6th championship, I think a lot's gonna be set on Zach Schultz.
Yep, like you said, he's their main offensive threat. He is one of the reasons they got here. And you saw with that take earlier in the first quarter, the one where he drew the foul over Hernandez, or made it over Hernandez, that he has the capability of, even when being contested, to still finish. So I feel like you just got to get the ball in his hands, and he can make things happen.
Peter, I was researching the championship game, and here's a fun fact for you. Since 2004, there has not been a champion in the Illinois Grade School State Championship other than Immanuel Palatine, Rockford Lutheran, and Peoria Christ. And those are your top 3 teams this year. So it's these teams have the experience. For the first time in a while, Immanuel Palatine wasn't in this spot last year.
Yeah.
But again, these 2 teams have the experience to be in the spot.
It was really weird to see them in the 3rd place game after winning the 2 years before that and being in the title game the other years.
Nice hard take by Hernandez. And Hernandez is going to go to the free throw line for 2. So again, right to start off the second quarter, it goes right back into Hernandez. And they're trying to use their size advantage over the much shorter Crusaders. So that foul's going to be on number 15, Luke Hancock. So now Hancock just picked up his second. So Hancock truly is the only person with foul trouble, as he has 2 out of the team's 4 fouls. Hernandez, the free throw line. Considering how many points he scored so far in this tournament, it's only his 3rd free throw attempt. Compared to 23 2-point field goals made. You would think, he would have a lot more free throw opportunities, but he's 2 for 3 now from the free throw line in the tournament.
It's pretty impressive for the leading scorer in the tournament to be the leading scorer without more than 2 free throws and 0 3-pointers made.
And he converts on the second. So Hernandez finally gets on the score sheet, but he ties the game at 11 with 5:48 to go in the second quarter. Here's Martavius Reynolds, works around to Deppie. Good defense on Deppie, and Deppie gets the ball stolen away. Another turnover for the Crusaders, and then Hernandez almost loses it, and then he does lose it. Back-to-back turnovers there, and here's Schultz is a quick trigger. If he sees an opening, watch out. Nice move there by Gussie, and Reynolds can whistle for the turnover. Checking into the ball game for the Crusaders is number 23, Jack Harrelsick.
I feel like Rockford Lutheran really has to use their quickness to their advantage. They are outsized at almost every position, and as you saw in the last possession, they're trying to move the ball around, get the defense going, and maybe have a chance for an opportunity to get a step on someone on the defensive end and get to the hoop.
Just checking the ball game for the Crusaders, number 24 is Zion Pryor. Hernandez is able to bring it up. Hernandez takes it all the way to the hole. Nice up and under. Jeremiah Hernandez is just so soft around the rim. As he's had 23 2-point field goals in this tournament, he has his first one of this game. He has 3 points total, and the lead is now at 2 at 13-11 with 5 minutes to go.
It was a really nice take, a really nice way to put it off the glass with a kiss.
Pryor's going to get whistled for the traveling violation. 7th turnover of the game for the Crusaders, but they're still within 2. So, Peter, why have the Crusaders been able to still have 7 turnovers, but only down 2?
For the most part, they have made the most of the possessions they haven't turned the ball over on. They shot very well in the first quarter. And on defense, they are making life rough for Palatine, and they're not giving up any second chances.
Burroughs with the missed 3-pointer. Pierre with the rebound.
Because, of course, they give up right as I say that.
And then another turnover for the Crusaders. Again, Crusaders too sloppy for Coach Brian Koob's liking right here. But then again, they're only down 2 in the championship. So this game, there's so much time left in this game.
Yeah, but 8 turnovers already. That's 16 points potentially that you've already thrown into the drain. It's going to be hard to keep up that pace and have a chance to win.
Finally able to inbound to Hernandez. Hernandez with the runner, in and out. Another rebound there for Zion Pryor. And Reynolds and the Crusaders are pushing. Gets it to Schultz. Schultz with a nice pass to number 23, Harrelsick. In and out. Rebound by Hernandez. Hernandez finds a cutting Verhulst. Verhulst is going to whistle for the traveling violation there.
Okay, next play, Ryan.
4th turnover of the game for the Bobcats. But they're up 2 at 13-11. Checking back in the ball game for the Crusaders is number 20, Maurice Williams. Harrelsick to bring it up for the Crusaders. Works around to Williams. Peter, at some point, the full court man-to-man defense is going to start slowing down the Crusaders, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, well, already sort of has. At this point, Rockford only has 11 points right now, and they average 55 a game. So the defense is doing its job. You see
nice move there by Pryor, taking hard to the hole.
And that's what the Crusaders have to do on offense. They have to go to the hoop, and they have to draw contact and get fouls called. Because if you just stay, even though they're a good three-point shooting team, you got to go for the higher percentage shots and get the freebies too, as Pryor did in that possession.
So that foul is on Dave Budzett, his first, team's 3rd. Zion Pryor to the free throw line for 2. Zion Pryor's another one that came in this game shooting 100% from the free throw line, 4 for 4, and he misses the first one. So early on, as a team, the Crusaders 2 for 4 from the free throw line, which is below their 77-point tournament average. Pryor misses the second one as well, but Maurice Williams with the offensive rebound, and he's able to reset the offense for the Crusaders. Harrelsick wide open for 3. He's got it. Jack Harrelsick with his second 3-pointer of the game.
He's got a really nice-looking shot.
Nice baseball pass to number 33, Jeremiah Hernandez. Hernandez has all the team's points in the second quarter, He's got 5 total, and their Bobcats are back up 1 at 15-14. Harelzik with the run on the other side. Can't get it. Pierre with the rebound. We've seen a lot of Pierre and Hernandez combining for 9 points and 6 rebounds between the two of them. Nice move by Hernandez. Up and good. Jeremiah Hernandez now with 7 points in this quarter and gives the Bobcats a 3-point lead now at 17-14 as Dave Budzitz knocks the ball out of bounds. What a second quarter by number 33, Jeremiah Hernandez, Peter.
And that last possession just said it all. He took the ball himself, had a nice little crossover at the elbow. It took the contact, finished the shot. He probably should have had an and one on that.
So here are the Crusaders. Beats finally able to... Nice up and under by Williams. Can't get it. And ball gets knocked away. Crusaders able to retain possession. Here's Beats again, and he's going to get fouled by Pierre. So, Peter, that's going to be number 2 on Pierre, team's 4th. So now, I think at this point, with a 3-point lead, you're going to have to get Pierre on the bench.
I'd agree. You definitely need him in for the second half with everything he does on the court. If it's not scoring, he's rebounding, he's blocking shots and interrupting passing lanes on defense, and he's vital to this team.
So checking back in the ball game is number 11, Brock Guzzi for the Crusaders, and number 44, Nathan Kim for the Bobcats. Williams inbound. Here's Schultz, who hasn't scored yet this quarter. Nice take by number 3, Kevin Rice, but he's going to get fouled on the floor, and it looks like it's actually on number 44, Nathan Kim.
Even though he got blocked by Hernandez after the shot, that's still what you want to do if you're Rockford Lutheran. Just driving to the hoop, that'll open up the outside jumpers, too, for later in the game if they need to start making threes.
So 5 team fouls for the Bobcats. Finally able to inbound. Works it to Rice. Rice with a nice take. Works to Williams. Williams thought about it. Just smartly backs it back out, and he's actually going to get the ball stolen away. 9th turnover of the game for the Crusaders. Verholz is able to bring it up. Verholz, nice pass to Budzitz. Budzitz wide open for 3. In and out. He fouls his own shot. Nice take by Budzitz. Dave Budzitz with the offensive rebound on his own miss. Takes it all the way to the hole. And the lead is now up to 5 again, and we're going to traveling violation on Schultz. As the Bobcat lead is now at 5 at 19-14. Checking the back of the ball game for the Crusaders is number 13, Martavius Reynolds.
The Crusaders don't have to rush or anything on offense. It's only a 5-point game. It's only the second quarter. Looks like Schultz was trying to just do too much too fast there. Just slow it down and work it a little bit.
Budzitz will bring it up. Budzitz takes it right at Reynolds. Budzitz almost travels there. Works a nice steal by Martavius Williams. And Martavius is going to get fouled here by number 23, Budzitz. Budzitz just picked up his second foul, team 6th. So the Crusaders will be in the bonus the rest of the way. There's still 2:13 to go in the second quarter as the Bobcats lead the Crusaders 19-14. Williams to inbound. Crusaders need to get things going here, Peter, as the Bobcats are on a 9-3 run currently.
I'd say just run the offense still as...
And we're going to have a timeout, 30-second timeout by the Crusaders.
And that'd probably be what Coach is talking about in this timeout, just getting back to the base offense, work it through, make a few passes. They had an open shot last time when Williams decided to pass it up, and it ended up in a turnover. But
if you look, they've only taken 4 shots so far in the second quarter, and we're 4 minutes in, so that's a 1 minute per shot attempt. I really think you need to, this play, just call a good play call right here that just at least gives Schultz or even number 23, Jack Harelzik, who has 2 3-pointers in this game. They're just going to have to get more shots off.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have to get shots off. But I feel like rushing also wouldn't be the most ideal thing. If you're hurrying shots, that's what happened on that last travel play travel they called on Schultz. If you try and do too much too fast, you're just going to make things worse for yourself. But I agree, they have to get shots up somehow, some way, because 4 shots in a quarter with 4 minutes gone is not the pace you want to be at if you are the Crusaders.
So again, the Bobcats with the 5-point lead, 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Schultz to bring it up. I also think it's a little bit more easier said than done, considering how good the Bobcats' defense is.
That's true.
Kevin Rice just faked out 3 guys on that play right there, and he's going to get fouled on the floor. And I think that's going to be on Verholz there. That's Verholz's first, team 7th. So Kevin Rice to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Rice is another one, hasn't missed a free throw in this tournament. He comes this game averaging 8 points a game. And with my luck so far today, I've jinxed everybody else, Peter. So
He'll probably miss this one then too. Way to go.
But he doesn't. He converts on the first. He'll get a second one. So now Rice cuts the lead to 4 at 19-15. As a team in this game, though, 3 for 6 from the free throw line. They're going to have to shoot better than 50% from the free throw line if they're going to come back and beat the Bobcats.
Well, they are a good free throw shooting team. I sure think so. But this is there.
But I love the way Hernandez rebounds, and then the outlook pass to Nathan Kim, wide open for the layup. Both sides of the court, Peter.
Yeah, that layup was created just by Hernandez's vision as he saw Kim open all the way down courts, and he threw a perfect pass to let Kim go right into the layup and knock it down.
Here's Schultz. Schultz is not having many opportunities in the second quarter. Williams at the top of the key.
Bud just has him on lockdown right now. He hasn't even got an open shot attempt this whole quarter.
Oh, nice move by Harelzik, and he converts. Harelzik now with 8 as he cuts the lead back down to 4 at 21-17 with 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Hernandez will bring it up. Hernandez with the hard take. That foul's going to be actually on the floor.
For being 6'1", he is really quick on his feet, and he's another matchup nightmare as we were talking about earlier for Peoria.
The foul is on Martavius Reynolds, his first, team's 5th.
It's hard to find someone that tall who can move that quick, and then you need to defend him somehow.
And then Hernandez misses the shot. That's the look that you want from Hernandez.
Yeah. Any look inside is a look you want from Hernandez.
Here's Schultz with the tough take, in and out. Budzitz with the rebound. Budzitz brings it up. Budzitz takes it coast to coast. Dave Budzitz now with 6 points, and he extends the lead to 6 at 23-17 with 40 seconds to go. Budzitz now with 2 plays like that, and Verhulst knocks the ball out of bounds. The Crusaders to get the ball back, trying to cut into that 6-point lead as there's 36 to go, 36 seconds left in the second quarter.
That would be huge to get a score here and then maybe get a stop at another basket before the 36 seconds run out. Cut the lead to maybe 4 or 2, but I doubt Palatine will do anything besides hold it.
Rice with the hard take, and he's going to whistle for the traveling violation. That's not the play you want there. And, I would say maybe you look to get a shot and maybe do a 2-and-1 where you're close to the Bobcats, but I guarantee the Bobcats right here are going to wait for the last shot as they're up 6 with 30 seconds to go.
I mean, you get the right idea there. You want to go to the hoop if you're the Crusaders. You want to try and draw another foul, but yeah, I probably would have waited a little bit and taken a little more time off the clock.
Hernandez brings it up, 27 seconds to go. I think you brought up this point the last time, Peter. Hernandez, with his size, how strong a rebounder he is. Dribbler he is. And then he takes it so hard to the hole. And he has 9 points in this quarter alone. And the lead is up to 8 at 25-17.
Unless you have a 6'1" center.
Butchess knocks it away. 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Schultz. Works around a Deppie. Deppie, 2 seconds. Deppie with the finger roll up and good. Cole Deppie stops the momentum for the Bobcats and is able to cut the Bobcat lead to 6 at 25-19.
That's a big take. Get curb momentum a little bit for the Bobcats. Bring it back for your own side and going to halftime on a 2-0 scoring run.
So at the half, Immanuel Palatine leads Rockford Lutheran 25-19. Peter and I will be back here shortly with some first half stats. And we're back live at the half for the 2015 Illinois Lutheran State Basketball Championships. Again, I'm Ryan Roth doing your play-by-play along with Peter Roth doing your color. We're at the break. The Immanuel Lutheran Palatine Bobcats lead the Rockford Lutheran Crusaders 25-19 at the break. Peter, what have been some of the first half stats along with your keys to the second half?
Okay. For the Crusaders, who are currently down 6, they're shooting really good from the field, just a hair under 50%. But the big problem is 11 turnovers. That's really thrown them off in the offensive end. They're 2 of 4 from 3 points, which is basically how they run their offense. They shoot a lot of threes. On the other end, for Palatine, they're 10 of 22 from the field, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. But they've done a great job of maintaining the ball. They only have 5 turnovers. They've gotten to the hoop. They did a lot better job in the second half of getting to the hoop, as all 7 of their makes were at the rim. majority of those coming from one player in Jeremiah Hernandez, but still they got to the hoop, which is something they didn't really do in the first half. They settled for a lot of outside jumpers. And I feel like that's a key for this third quarter, is to keep going, using your length. You have Pierre, you have Hernandez, Verholz, who are all very tall and very capable of getting to the rim, and really Rockford Lutheran doesn't have the size to match those three, so just keep taking to the hoop. As for the Crusaders, that length is also killing them on defense. It's really hard for them to find passing lanes when there's arms everywhere, so they just have to keep moving the ball, drawing in attention, maybe drive to the hoop, as they've really tried to in that first half. Have Scholes drive to the hoop. Herozek has been money from three. He's got both threes they've made so far in this game. So pull the defense in on a drive and then kick it back out for a three, because Rockford Lutheran likes shooting threes, and they're only down 6-2 for those 11 turnovers. They played pretty well, in the other aspects of the game to keep them in it so far in this first half.
So starting the second half, the Crusaders to get the ball. The Crusaders in the white tops, black bottoms. The Bobcats in the all blue. Starting the second half for the Crusaders, Rice, Schultz, Hancock, Williams, and Herolzik. And for the Bobcats, Heiritz, Budzitz, Verholz, Pierre, and Hernandez. Nice take right away by Williams. Can't get it. Root Pierre, who missed the majority of the second quarter with foul trouble. Nice tough rebound. Gets it to the cutting Ryan Verholz. And the lead is back up to 8 at 27-19. And it continues, Peter. It seems like the Bobcats have all the momentum. And right there, Herolzik with the missed wide open three.
And it's hard to get momentum when you're only getting one shot on offense and getting beat on the break on defense, as we saw there with Verholz. Verholz getting just behind the defense and taking it to the hoop for a relatively easy layup.
So Hernandez with 9 and Verholz with 6, the two leading scorers for the Bobcats, as they're up 8, 27-19, 5:15 to go. Here's Verholz, wants nice pass to Pierre, but it gets knocked away. Gets over to Heiritz, who's going to be whistled for a traveling violation. Only the 6th turnover of the game for the Bobcats. Crusaders again are trying to cut into that 8-point lead. The Bobcats outscore the Crusaders 15-8 in that second quarter, which it was actually a 15-6 run before a Cole Deppy layup at the buzzer to cut the lead to 6. But
that was mainly behind Jeremiah Hernandez in the second quarter.
Yeah, Hernandez had 9 points in that second quarter. Nice runner by TJ Schultz. He can't get it. Saved by number 15, Luke Hancock, who gets it out to Rice for open three. He can't get it. And Williams with offensive rebounds. So 2 offensive rebounds on this possession. And we're going to have a foul. It looks like this one's going to be on number... That was on number 23, Dave Budzitz. So Dave Budzitz just picked up his 3rd foul. Only team's first, so now Budzitz is going to take a seat on the bench.
That's a big foul, too, because Budzitz has done a great job of shutting down Scholes so far in this game and having him on the bench. Maybe Scholes can get his offensive mojo back and put some points on the board here in this possession.
Bobcats do not play a deep bench, only six in the rotation. Herolzik thought about the 3 there, works it around to Hancock. Nice ball reversal to Rice. Rice with the land, can't get it. Hancock with the tough rebound, and he gets the friendly roll. Hancock with the offensive rebound putback. He cuts the lead to now 6, and we're going to have a timeout. Here, it was nice effort there. It seems like the Crusaders are all over the offensive boards to start the second half.
They have great intensity on those offensive boards. They're being scrappy. They're outsized by quite a bit, but they're getting in the right positions. They're maintaining their blockouts, and they're just fighting for that ball. Besides that one Verholz layup, Palatine's been really outplayed so far in this first minute and a half of the third quarter. Rockford Lutheran can keep up this intensity the rest of the game. They can cut in this deficit with ease.
So right here, the score is 27-21. Immanuel Palatine leads Rockford Lutheran. You know, I'd like to see Jeremiah Hernandez get some touches on these next few possessions here. Hernandez, like I said, the man of the second quarter with 9 of the 15 points.
I'd just assume let him bring the ball up. He's one of the best ball handlers having the team, as it looks like they're going to try to do on this possession.
Yeah, but who's been really quiet since early on in the first quarter is Zach Schultz. He remains at that 5-point threshold. The main thing is he's just not even getting shots off.
Buds has shut him down that whole second quarter, like I said, with him on the bench. Now maybe Rockford Lutheran can look for, you see a great entry pass there.
Nice pass to Pierre. He can't get it, but Kim with the offensive putback, and Kim's going to get whistled for the foul. Actually, no, they're going to whistle Kim with the over-the-back violation. Kim now just picked up his second foul, team second. So Kim and Pierre both with 2 fouls apiece. Budzets with 3. That's a foul trouble situation for the Bobcats.
You can attribute that foul to the fact that the Crusaders have done a great job on their box set still in this third quarter. That's what drew the over-the-back call.
Kim seemed to be in position there, but that was not the call. Here's Rice working around. Here's Schultz. Nice pass to Hancock. Luke Hancock with the miss. Hernandez with the rebound. Hernandez now with 4 rebounds, and Hernandez wants to take it coast to coast, but he gets the ball stripped away. A turnover, and Schultz and the Crusaders are pushing. Schultz takes it all the way to the hole, gets it blocked. Nice block by Hernandez. Pierre with the rebound. Gets it. Pirates resets the offense. He's able to bring it up without the pressure. Works around Verholz, wide open for 3. Can't get it. Rebound by Rice. Rice will bring it up. Rice wants to take it right at Hernandez. Doesn't. In and out. Pierre with another rebound. Not sure why you take it right at Hernandez there.
I wouldn't take it right at Hernandez.
Nice pass from Kim to Pierre, but Pierre's going to get whistled for the offensive foul.
It's a good call there. He lowered the shoulder a little bit, and the ref, he made it a really easy call on the ref.
So Pierre just picked up his 3rd foul. I'm sorry, nope. Yep. So Pierre did just pick up his 3rd foul. So Budzets just checked back in the ball game. Verholz takes a seat on the bench. Also checking into the ball game for the Crusaders is number 25, Jameer Beats.
So Bobcats are now playing with 2 people with 3 fouls. So if either Pierre or Budzets picks up their next foul, that could be huge.
Here's Williams. Harelzik thought about it there for a second. Harelzik wide open for 3. He's got it. Jack Harelzik now with 11. It cuts the lead down to 3 at 27-24.
I don't understand why they're still giving him space on the defensive end. He's shown so far today that he's the only person on from the 3-point line right now for Rockford Lutheran. So I would have a man on him anywhere beyond the 3-point arc.
Oh, nice move by up and good. Jeremiah Hernandez with the basket and the foul, taking it hard to the hole. Pushes the lead back up to 5 at 29-24. That foul, I think, is going to be on Hancock, and if it is, that's number 3.
That crossover he used on Williams to get to the hoop hurt my ankles. I mean, it was just so smooth, so fluid, and when you're 6'1", that's already an advantage enough in itself, but when you can do that, it's nearly unguardable.
You know, for those viewing at home, you have to see Peter's shoes here. They are, they're possibly the ugliest pair of shoes I've ever seen in my life. And as I say that, Jeremiah Hernandez converts on the N1, and the lead is back up to 6 at 30-24. Budzets takes a seat right back on the bench.
I don't think we can get a camera shot on those,
I know, right? I don't know between your capris and those shoes. I have no idea why, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking championship game, the 2015 Illinois Grade School State Tournament. Here's Harelzik. Works it to Rice.
With Hancock out of the game, too, the Crusaders, as we see a nice floater there from Rice, who knocks it down.
Rice smartly didn't take it over Hernandez there like he did last time.
Yeah, he learned his lesson from the last possession. But with Hancock out, they have 5 guards on the court. They have no post presence, and it makes the height advantage even greater for Palatine.
I feel like you have to get Hernandez on the post here. Oh, nice pass to Verholz. Wide open for 3. Thought about it for a second. Takes the floater instead. Pierre with the offensive rebound. Works it around. Pierre now with 8 rebounds. Verholz, nice pass to Kim. Kim smartly reverses. Heiritz. Again, why is Hernandez at the top of the key, Peter?
He feels comfortable at the top of the key. I'm not exactly sure. I would put him down right by the block where they have Pierre right now.
Here's Verholz. He needs to whistle for it.
Nope. They call a foul, it looks like.
And that foul's going to be on number 3, Kevin Rice. Nope, actually, correction. Number 13, Martavius Reynolds. So that's going to be Reynolds' second. Team's second. Checking back in the ball game for the Crusaders, number 12, Zach Schultz. And for the Bobcats, number 23, Budzets.
If I were Palatine, I'd start just shooting threes. You have 3 players capable of out-rebounding anyone else on the Crusader team. Just start chucking up shots and scoring off the second chance opportunities almost.
Pirates able to inbound. Here's Budzets. I would say, if not Hernandez, I mean, Pierre's got literally a foot over.
That's what Hernandez was seeing. He just overthrew the pass a little bit. But, yep, he saw exactly what you saw. Pierre's got an enormous advantage on, well, anyone who could guard him for the Crusaders.
And, Peter, I think that's where you go from now on. You just have such a distinct height advantage, and that's going to be on the floor here.
Would have counted in the NBA.
I mean, you could get fouled at the half-court line and go a layup, and Peter, they'll call it a continuation in the NBA. That foul is going to be on number 12, Ben Heiritz, his first, team's fourth.
I do like the Crusaders still not being afraid to take it to the hoop, even with Pierre, Hernandez, and Verhulst all lurking in the paint. They all are just attacking the hoop, and they have gotten blocked a few times, but hasn't deterred them yet.
Williams gets the ball knocked away. Another turnover for the Crusaders. Hernandez, nice look to Pierre. And then the extra pass to Verhulst. Can't get it. Schultz cannot do it as he's the first person to touch the ball, but another missed opportunity for the Bobcats. Peter, if they could just convert on their easy bunnies, this game would be a lot bigger. The score would be a lot bigger than 4-point lead.
I agree. Just got to focus and make those 4-footers. Those are relatively easy shots, but I mean, Crusaders are doing a good job of pressuring.
Here's Verhulst. Works around Hernandez. 30-26 is the score. Palatine leads Rockford Lutheran. 1:10 to go in third quarter. Williams has Hernandez all the way at the half-court line. Here's Budzitz.
Williams' halftime assignment must have been not to let Hernandez touch the ball.
Hernandez gets it to Verhulst. Nice play by Verhulst with the extra pass to Pierre.
And
he's
going to be a charge. Yeah. That's a great take by Hunter. Or excuse me, not Hunter. Beats sat in the lane and just took the hit from Verhulst, and it prevented that easy layup from Pierre. That's what would be referred to as a winning play.
So Verhulst just picked up his second, team's fifth. See, at that play, Verhulst just has to be smart out there. You just
don't leave your feet. Just
don't leave your feet.
Jump stop and find Pierre. He's going to be there anyways. We see a timeout called, full timeout. But yeah, don't leave your feet. Jump stop. Pierre's still going to be in the same spot, and those 2 points would have counted.
You know, very, very evenly matched game so far today. The Bobcats with a 4-point lead. You know, rebounding is about the same. Turnovers are about the same for the most part.
Yeah, Rockford Lutheran in the second half has done a great job of holding onto the ball and not being careless with it. They've only got one turnover so far this half.
You know, but the thing is, I mean, if from the eye test though, Peter, you know, the Bobcats look like they should be up by more.
Oh yeah, I mean, I keep having to look at the scoreboard. I'm surprised it's only a 4-point game, but yeah, Palatine has had opportunities to just break this game wide open, and they haven't taken them yet. And I feel like there's going to be a point in this game where they're going to regret that, and Rockford Lutheran's finally going to close that 4-point gap and take the lead again. And
I mean, I thought at the point when the Bobcats got up 8 that this game could get ugly pretty fast.
Yeah.
With Hernandez out there, I mean, Hernandez at one point had 11 of the 15 points. But no, that hasn't been the case. And the thing that keep in mind, the Bobcats have not had a close game in this tournament.
Oh.
The Crusaders, with their last 2 victories, with a 4-point victory combined, the Crusaders know what to do in these close situations. So,
and that could be key going down the stretch. Also, another key going down the stretch is, as I mentioned before, is that free throw shooting. Palatine hasn't gone the line hardly at all this tournament. So if the fouls start coming in and they need to start making free throws, that little feeling of confidence from having made it before might not be there.
Here's Schultz with a nice take. Can't get it. Pierre with the rebound. Kim to bring it up. Kim gets the ball actually stolen away. But we're going to have a back-to-back turnovers here as I think Karolczyk steps out of bounds. So here we are. Verhulst inbound the ball. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. And Williams is not giving Hernandez anything right now.
Hernandez only has that one layup.
Oh, nice pass to Pierre. Up and in and out. Nice play there by Pierre. And again, that's what happens if you overplay on Hernandez. If you overplay on Hernandez, someone else is going to be open.
Yeah, I overplay on anyone else. Like Verhulst, too, when he drove to the hoop, Pierre was open because they had the double team and because he has that height advantage. But Hernandez, I feel you just got to get the ball in his hands, even though Williams is doing everything he can to prevent that. Just give him a touch, and the defense is going to come to him. As we see Pierre knock down the first free throw, and things like this are going to happen. Whether it be a dump down to someone else on the team, a foul drawn by someone else on the team, or Hernandez just taking it to the hoop himself, good things are going to happen. That's what happened in the second quarter.
So that foul is on number 25, Jameer Beats, his first, team's third. And Pierre makes both. He's got 6 for the game, pushes the lead back up to 6 at 32-26. And then Hernandez with the steal, and he's going to get fouled here. It looks like Nope, they're going to call Hernandez with the foul. Hernandez with the foul. Hernandez just picked up his second foul.
I guess they called him for extending the arm there.
Team's fifth. So here's Williams. Nice play by number 13, Martavis Reynolds. Cuts the lead to 4 at 32-28. Girls, 4 seconds left. 3-2 with the half-court shot, the buzzer, and off the back of the rim. Ooh. So after 3 quarters of play, Palatine leads Rockford Lutheran 32-28. So it was much slower pace there in the third quarter. Both halves, the coach's adjustments seemed to work out. I think a lot of it had to do with the defense Maurice Williams played on Hernandez.
Yeah, for having a 8-inch height disadvantage, he's easily being more physical in that one-on-one matchup. I feel like he's almost getting in Hernandez's head. I mean, it looks like he's talking a little bit, to himself, I'm not sure, but we didn't see him, besides that one lamp, he didn't score at all that third quarter. He did have a couple nice passes, but the offense really didn't go through him the way it did in the second quarter, you know?
The part with Williams has got to be careful, though, because the refs are talking about it now. He just has to be careful out there with his defense on Hernandez, because I think the refs will be looking for it now.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the defense he has been playing is possibly a foul, and many of the times he's been just pushing. But honestly, they have no other option on the defensive end. They can't match up Hernandez with a player like another center because they don't have that in the lineup. With Hancock with foul trouble, he's really the only player they have who is a post presence, and he can't guard 3 people at once. He can't guard Pierre, he can't guard Hernandez, and he can't guard Verhoes at the same time. He can only pick one of them. Right now he's on Pierre, who is probably the tallest and has the longest arms of all 3. So that's the only thing that the Crusaders can do on the defensive end is just try and body Hernandez.
So Bobcats get a good ball to start the fourth quarter. Just checking in for the Crusaders is number 15, Luke Hancock. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez is going to whistle for the carrying violation.
As we talked, how Palatine took care of the ball in the first half. That is not the case so far in the second half. They have been the sloppy team, whereas Rockford Lutheran only has 2 turnovers so far in the second half of the game.
Here's Schultz, works around to Beer. It's Beats. Beats is going to whistle for the traveling violation.
Of course, as I say that, the Crusaders travel in the next possession. Got a little bit of a happy feet there. Tried to move him before his mind exactly knew what he wanted to do.
We like to call that play the Peter off.
Nah, I'm too slow to have happy feet. My feet wouldn't move that fast ever.
Get into Verholst. I'm sorry, the Thomas Speth would be a better...
No one would catch that reference besides us two, unfortunately. Maybe he's listening somewhere.
Here's Ben Heiritz. Verholst resets the offense. Again, that man-to-man defense. Oh, nice pass to Hernandez. Hernandez with an extra pass to Pierre. Up and good. Pierre with a soft touch. Pierre now has 8, and the lead is back up to 6 at 34-28. And then a steal, and here comes Verholst. Verholst with the shot up and good. Ryan Verholst with the tough take. He gets fouled and go to the free throw line for the and one. That foul is on number 13, Martavis Reynolds. But here, those are what you said before are winning plays. Yep. And the Palatine crowd is on their feet as they're up 8 now with Verholst with the opportunity to make it 9.
In the span of about 15 seconds, they took all the momentum from Rockford Lutheran's side, and I mean, this is a run that could really make or break the game here. Now they're up 8, they can make a 9 on Verhoest's free throw. Rockford Lutheran has to really just hunker down. Like I said, they didn't turn the ball over at all in the third quarter, and now they have 2 early turnovers in this fourth quarter. You can't be doing that when you're down 4 in the championship game of state.
You know, no, you can't. You know, with the thing with Palatine is if it's not Hernandez, it's Verholst, and if it's not Verholst, it's Pierre. All 3, you know, Hernandez with 11 today, Verholst with 8, Pierre with 8. It's been a very balanced effort, and those 3 guys are leading the charge as Palatine is up 8, 5:10 to go in this fourth quarter.
Pierre's done a great job since the defense is focusing on Verhoes and Hernandez of just picking up the easy layups and stuff. I mean, You double team, have Hernandez double team. He's open for the layup as he was before. He drew that foul. He finished 2 of them. He's done a great job of his opportunities.
So again, Verhulst is 1 for 2 from the free throw line today, and make that 2 for 3. He's got 9 points, and the lead is 9 at 37-28. Here's Williams. Looks at the Hancock.
And here's the Palatine, when the Palatine defense really comes into effect.
Williams with the almost travels. Gets it over. Schultz still hasn't scored since early on in the first quarter. 3-point attempt by Harrelstedt, can't get it. And we're going to have an over-the-back violation. That's going to be on Hancock, LB Hancock's 4th, team's 5th.
You got to leave him in the game, too, with 4 and change to go. He's your 1 post player. Or I guess not. I guess that's why I'm over here and not coaching.
So the foul was on number 13. Nope, we're going to have a... We're going to have a
scoreboard issue?
Scoreboard issue. The score is 37-28.
Wow. Had it backwards apparently somehow.
37-28.
As you can hear the real score from the people in the crowd.
The score is not. The score is currently. They're just trying to figure out the score here. It's 37-28. And the team fouls should be 6 to 5.
Do we see still with the stoppage in play to figure out the score? Williams is still on Hernandez for defense.
Right now, I mean, if you're a coach, who bring the players over? You know, it's a referee timeout here.
I feel like that would have been a good idea. You get a free 30-second timeout to just not have to burn one of your own. Get a nice play in for the next offensive possession. Maybe a little confidence rebooster.
So Budzic's in on the ball. So Budzic's able to bring it out. And ironically, Williams now is off Hernandez.
And
nice pass. And Pierre with the wide open miss. The ball gets knocked away. Bobcats retain possession underneath their own basket.
Williams is going to body up whoever his assignment is on defense. He's shown that throughout this game, and he's not going to stop until the refs tell him to. I mean, that's a player, a value to have on a team, one who will play defense at all costs and do whatever he can to help the team out, whether it be on the offensive end or not. I mean,
so there's Tyrett's wide, Burroughs wide open, can't get it. Nice rebound by Hernandez. Hernandez with the tough shot, up and good. Jeremiah Hernandez. You can't body him there, Peter, when he's getting tough rebounds.
Nothing you can do there.
And that's going to be 5 on, I think that's going to be on number 15, Hancock. And if it is, that's going to be 5. So Hancock is done for the day. The lead is at 11, 39-28.
And now the Crusaders are going to have to go the rest of this game with a huge height disadvantage. I mean, that's been the case for the majority of the game, but now their one post player is done.
So Hancock checks out. He's got 3 points. He had 3 points today. But the Bobcats are up 11, and Hernandez the free throw line for 1. He's got it. The lead is up to 12 now at 40-28. Hernandez now with 15 points. And the difference is 12 at 40-28. So the Crusaders have to get something going, Peter. And you would think Zach Schultz should be part of it. The shot's tipped. Hernandez with the rebound. Buds is just all over the entire game over Schultz. Hernandez takes a coast-to-coast up and good. Jeremiah Hernandez is making it look easy. And we're going to have a full timeout for the Crusaders. The lead is now up to 14. 10-0 run for the Bobcats. And it's been a little and a lot of Jeremiah Hernandez.
The 2 times that the Bobcats have made runs in this game in the second quarter and here now in the fourth quarter. They've both been Hernandez. Hernandez is a focal point of this team. He's the leading scorer in the tournament, and he's showing why he's the leading scorer in the tournament with his multifaceted game. He's knocked down some elbow jumpers. He's got great touch around the hoop. He can drive it himself. And then when the defense starts collapsing on him, he's giving Pierre 3 easy layup attempts just by that. Rockford Lutheran's really going to have to just work on getting shots up. Also, I mean, for the rest of this game, they only have 2 shot attempts in this fourth quarter so far, whereas Palatine has 4 makes themselves. And one of those 2 shot attempts was the block in the corner for Rice. So they've only had 1 shot actually at the rim so far this quarter. So just start running and putting stuff up. I mean, you can't win a game if you don't get any shots up, right?
Now, we saw Peoria Christ and what they did in the third place game. You know, where they end up blowing out Belleville there at the end. Rockford Lutheran beat them, and then you see Palatine blowing out on a 14-point lead. You know, I think Palatine is clearly playing like the best team in this tournament.
Oh, I'd agree completely. This game has been just all around phenomenal on offense and defense.
Nice pass there from Harrelsick. And they're going to have to, Peter, they're down 14. They're going to have to take up pace. Harrelsick wide open for 3, in and out. And the ball goes over the backboard. Ball goes back to the Bobcats.
And they got to pick up their pace. I mean, that's just the way they play offense any game. I mean, this is really unlike their offensive strategy.
So the Bobcats, again, able to break the pressure. Only 11 turnovers for the game for the Bobcats. That is definitely the key to the victory here. He's going to get fouled here. That foul is going to be on number 23, Harrelsick. So Heiritz will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. As a team, you know, you had said during the pregame, the keys to the game would be the free throw shooting for the Bobcats compared to the Crusaders. 7 for 9 from the free throw line so far in this game for the Bobcats. So they're shooting extremely well from the free throw line. And that's been the key to this game. I mean, you know, Jeremiah Hernandez playing so well. 15 rebounds, 6 rebounds. You know, Pierre coming in this game only with 9 points total for the tournament. He has 8 today. You know, it's been a balanced effort.
They've just been composed in all aspects of the game. We've seen another free throw there. Just what I was talking about. This team has been here before, I mean, year after year, they're always in the first place, the championship game, the third place game. They're always here on Sunday. I mean, they've just built a sort of mindset for the Palatine team that you're confident, you're composed, you've been here before, you can do this, everyone else knows you can do it. Another free throw made. I mean, and that's not just the free throws, the offense they've played, being confident in what you do on both ends of the court, being confident in this defense that's just raised havoc for every other team they've played so far.
I mean, this is the first team to score more than 24 points a game in this tournament. Nice runner by Harrelsick. He gets the roll. Harrelsick now with 13. So he's been pretty much the only offense in this game for the Crusaders.
Well, he's done a great job of taking advantage of the open threes that have been presented to him. And in that one we saw he can take it to the hoop as well and finish from 4 feet instead of 20.
Here's Heiritz. Oh, Heiritz with the bad pass. Schultz steals it away. Schultz takes it hard to the hole, and Schultz will get fouled here. And we're going to call an offensive foul here on Schultz.
Everything's going Palatine's way this fourth quarter, it seems. That was a great defensive play too.
Peter, I've been watching a lot of games in this tournament. I haven't seen the block. They haven't called me block. They seem to be pretty quick on the charging trigger there, which is different than the college game. You know, if you ask Jay Billis, it's the other way around.
It's always a block in the college game. They don't give enough credit to the defenders risking their body for a non-contact sport.
Verhulst gets into Budzitz. Budzitz is getting fouled here. And it looks like Schultz just picked up another quick one. So Budzitz going to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Budzitz comes into the game shooting 50% from the line, but the way the rest of the team's playing, maybe the confidence will carry over and have him knock down both here.
Budzitz with 6 points today. Cole Deppy will check back in the ballgame for the Crusaders.
Well, we've talked a lot about Hernandez and Verhulst and Pierre, but the whole team has played well. Budzitz has done a great job on the offensive, defensive end. He's got 6 points. He shut down Scholes, who's one of the leading scorers in the tournament so far. everyone is just, you can see him make a free throw. Everyone has just played their role and played their role to a T, and that is how you win games. Just even whether it's this game or just a regular season game against someone in your conference, everyone just knowing their role and playing to that is how you get to this point.
So Budsit's now with 7, make that 8, and the lead is up to 16 again at 46-30 with 2.5 to go. Deppy slows, works it to Rice. They're going to have to get something off here.
Just got to start shooting. It's hard to when you have Hernandez in your face.
Deppy's going to get whistled for the... Oh, we're going to have a foul on Hernandez there. So Hernandez just picked up his 3rd. So Deppy's going to go to the free throw line for 1-and-1.
He's 1 for 1 in the tournament so far. And this is where you want to be if you're Rockford Lutheran. You're going to get a chance to put points on the board without the clock moving. When he knocks it down, you can get into your full court press and maybe get a quick turnover and another quick basket. Cut this lead down to 12 with 2 or 3 seconds coming off the clock.
Deppy converts on the first. Deppy now with 3 points today. But even you look at the shot chart here, Peter. Only 4 field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
They haven't really gotten any opportunities. The defense, like I said, for Palatine, really amped up in this fourth quarter, third quarter as well. He's a little short on this one.
We're gonna have a line violation, so he'll get another one. Looks like
Year was a little early. It looks like. But yeah, this is the Palatine defense I expected to see the whole game, and Rockford Lutheran didn't let that happen in the first quarter. They ran the ball, didn't let Palatine set up in their offense. But now this is Palatine's pace. You see Deppy knock down the free throw, and this is Palatine's defense at its best.
we're gonna have a foul. It looks like on number 3, Kevin Rice. So Rice picked up his first. Budzitz is gonna go to the free throw line for 2. This could be a free throw shooting affair here down the stretch.
Which is gonna favor Palatine, who has a 14-point cushion to begin with. So if they can just keep knocking down free throws, they should be fine.
Yeah, the free throw advantage in this game. The Bobcats have made their last 10 free throw attempts as a team. Make that 11 free throw attempts as a team. I mean, Peter, that's how you win championships. 11 free throws in a row.
Right, and that's at any level. I mean, it's even more impressive since this is still grade school. But I mean, high school, college, professional, knock down free throws, you're going to win the game.
Make that 12. So 13 out of 15 as a team in this game, 12 for 12. And again, that wins championships. You're gonna have to get a shot off here. They're just not looking to score. Cole Deppy gets it swatted away by Hernandez.
They're looking to score. There's just nowhere to go to score. There's arms all over the place. Palatine really. It looks like a blocking call.
So those fouls then. Guzzi rolls to the line for 2. But anywho, continue. You know, I know what you're saying, Peter. But at some point, the Crusaders, might step a shot for Heraldic. I mean, they just have not taken advantage of the weakness. I mean, they clearly have a weakness down low. Mm-hmm. They don't have the size to match up with a Hernandez or a Pierre. But again, it just the props to the Bobcats defense today.
It's hard to win when it feels like you're playing 10 on 5. And that's what happened. It looks like right now for Palatine. They're all over the place. They have the length to do it. They have the athletes to do it. I would want to be out there trying to score against them.
So check in the ball game for the Crusaders. Number 2, Colin Tooney. Number 24, Zion Pryor. Number 10, Deep Patel.
This has been a very impressive showing by the Bobcats.
Verhulst with another one. 14 straight free throws made by the Bobcats. Here's Pryor thought about it. Works Patel in the corner. Here's Deppy.
Deppy's doing a good job of creating space, but he just can't create enough on Hernandez because Hernandez can really get to almost any shot that anyone puts up on the court when they're guarding him one-on-one. When he's guarding them one-on-one, excuse me.
So the second lead scorer of this tournament going into this game was Zach Schultz, and he ended the game with 5 points. 3-point shot attempt there by Guzzi, can't get it. And Heiritz with the rebound, and we're going to have it with just under 1 minute to go, and we're going to have and the lead is back up to 18. And we're going to have a timeout here to get the subs in here. And there it is.
A little bit of a victory lap here for the Bobcats.
What an effort throughout. The Bobcats are going to be your 2015 Illinois Grade School State Champions.
Also got to give a lot of credit to the Crusaders. Crusaders knocked off the #1 seed Peoria Christ in the semifinals yesterday. They played a really good game for the most part tonight. It was just there's too much Jeremiah Hernandez for them to handle really in this game. They just didn't have the size to match up. It was a matchup nightmare for Rockford Lutheran, this Bobcats team. They were right there the whole game. That was the big deal, a big difference.
So checking this ball game for the Bobcats, number 21, TJ Stearns, 44, Anthony Kim, 22, Wesley Hunter, 42, Caleb Engelman, and 35, Bryce August. Hernandez leaves the game with 17 points. Peter, I'm pretty sure it's a no-brainer. He's going to be the MVP of the tournament.
For sure. He deserves it, too.
Here's Stearns.
I mean, we've seen a lot of good ball players so far today in these 3 games, but he was one of the best.
Nice pass to Engelman, who works it to Stearns, and Stearns can whistle for the traveling violation here. Engelman was wide open underneath the basket there, and he decided to get back out to his teammate Stearns. Here's Deppy. 34 seconds to go left in this game. Deppy with a nice take. He's going to get fouled here.
Deppy's doing a good job of that so far today. I mean, we saw at the end of the first half. He did it earlier in this quarter, although it got blocked by Hernandez. He's got a quick first step. He can get to the rim pretty fast.
So that foul is on number 45, 35, Bryce August, his first, team 8th.
Deppy's done a great job today of knocking down his free throws, too. Taking a little page out of the Palatine playbook.
So Deppy misses the second. Engelman with the rebound. And 28 seconds to go, and we're going to have a foul here on Deppy. So we're going to have 2 free throw attempts for number 21, TJ Stearns. So 50-33 is the lead for the Bobcats over the Crusaders. You know, if you look on the sideline, Peter, the Crusaders bench is just seems spent, and I think a lot of it has to do with the Bobcats on the defensive effort, just not working those guys.
You can't discredit the Crusaders at all. As we see Stearns knock down the free throw. They gave everything they possibly could in this game. We saw it on the defensive end, the offensive end. They were doing everything they could to get this win, and it just didn't work out in the end because of Palatine's ability to convert it finally in the third quarter.
Have you ever seen that before? I mean, 16 straight made free throws by Palatine. 16 straight free throws.
I mean, it's hard enough to make 16 free throws in a game at this level.
Patel wide open for 3. Patel does not get the friendly roll, and Stearns can whistle for the foul there. Did you see how far that ball went in before it came out?
Yeah, it was almost a little bit of a metaphor for this Rockford game so far. I mean, they had every opportunity and it just didn't work out for them in the end. But yeah, I've never seen a shot or a ball go that far in the hoop and then come back out.
So prior to the free throw line for 2, we'll have some more substitutions here for the Bobcats. Pryor's first one up, in and out. And checking the ball game for the Bobcats, number 14, Michael Rosenberg, number 11, Corey Sandusky, number 25, Jacob Hunter, and number 2, Jason Harrison.
Like you mentioned, like the 16 straight made free throws. If you think about some of those one-on-ones, if Palatine would have missed a few of those, they wouldn't have gotten, maybe this lead wouldn't be as big, and it could be a completely different ball game.
So Pryor converts on, Pryor makes both, and then stolen away. Here's Pryor again. Pryor's getting fouled here. So that foul's gonna be on number 35, Bryce August. So Bryce just picked up 2 fouls here.
Pryor's doing a good job of hustling still in this little waning moments of this fourth quarter.
in and out for Pryor. Pryor now 1 for 5 from the free throw line today. Second one up and can't get it. And a rebound by Deppie. Deppie with the three-point shot, in and out. And rebound by Guzzi. Guzzi puts a three-pointer up at the buzzer and in and out. And there it is. Your 2015 Illinois State basketball champions, Immanuel Palatine Bobcats. They defeated the Rockford Lutheran Crusaders 52-34. Coach John Ulrich gets his 5th championship. And leading the way for the Bobcats, 17 points, Jeremiah Hernandez. 11 points, Ryan Verholst. 10 points, Dave Budzitz. And 8 points, Ruth Pierre. So right there, your 4 main players pretty much won the game for you. But here's we talked about this before, 16 made free throws for the Bobcats to finish off the game.
Still incredible.
18 for 20 as a team. I still can't get over how great they were from the free throw line, 90%. And then leading scorers for the Crusaders, 13 for Harelzik, 5 for Schultz, 5 for Deppie, 3 for Rice, 3 for Hancock, 4 for Reynolds, and 1 for Pryor. And again, we really appreciate everyone for listening here all day today. We had a great time doing the girls and boys games. The girls champion, first time ever, St. Paul Mount Prospect. Boys champion, Immanuel Palatine. 3rd place winner for the boys, Peoria Christ. 5th place winner for the boys, Zion Belleville. But anyway, we really appreciate everything. The LSA thanks everyone for their support. We'll be back here next year, the 2016 Illinois Grade School State Championship. But again, this is Ryan Roth with your play-by-play all day. Peter Roth at the color. Again, any last closing thoughts, Peter?
It was a great tournament. Great tournament. Can't wait to come back next year.
So next year, Palatine will look for number 6.